this broadcast, we're going to shine some light on um, the power of the bills of exchange because we were doing a broadcast earlier critiquing a video Yusuf had um, verbalizing a complaint that he had about um, people who challenge um, different, his process. I'm assuming that he's it's not his process, but it's something he's offering um, that he considers himself to have vetted. Okay, now we need to discuss vetting things in another broadcast, but for the purposes of this broadcast, we're gonna stick to the topic. um, and home in. Okay, no pun intended. You're gonna home in on discussions concerning homes and homes alone. You know, no, we're not talking about the movie Home Alone, because the movie Home Alone was mostly about a bad little boy who wasn't really bad per se, uh, mischievous, we'll say, a mischievous young man. Um, and they made it in a way, the movie, in such a way that um, it really depicts the fortitude of your home, the fortitude of being in your home, uh, having the home advantage. Okay, welcome. We have 13 in the chat. That's where they get in sports, having the home advantage. Okay, because anytime you're positioned somewhere where you're familiar or where um, you understand what's going on, and the other party is coming into your perimeters, into onto your turf, so to speak, right? Um, then that is what in the game of sports they refer to as the home advantage. Okay, home advantage. And you'll notice that many of the checking and uh, uh, savings accounts and, depository um, banking institutions, they name their checking or the types of different, they'll tell you can get a different type of checking account, right? The home advantage account, the savings advantage account, the such and such advantage account, okay? And the reason they're doing that is they're posing the account as if it's purpose for home improvements, okay? Or or an escrow account for you to um, manage your home essential needs. Okay, so I said that to say this. when we look at the concept of that movie Home Alone, okay, it's showing that even though this little child is at home, he is empowered by the very nature and by the very fact that his position when intruder comes in, okay, the fact that he's at home gives him a home advantage. Okay? Another thing that gives him the advantage of being in his home and at his own home is that the intruder is not aware that he has embarked upon an individual that is somewhat a fan of MacGyver, okay? We have 9 in the chat. Welcome. He's somewhat a fan of MacGyver. You know, y'all remember the MacGyver, you know, do all the little tricks, so open the doors, a trap there, you know, make a bomb out of a piece of gum, you know, type of shit. And so, by the little boy being mischievous and the disadvantage of the intruder, one, not knowing that he's in there, right? The intruder's not knowing that he's in there, is what creates a disadvantage for the intruder. 2, the intruder is not aware that he's not embarking upon an adult, okay? He's not aware. So, once he does realize that he has broken and entering into a home that is occupied, all right? He done did a B&E on a house that's occupied, which enhances his offense in a court of law, but we ain't gonna get into that, all right? The point is that although he has embarked upon someone that has created an adverse situation to what his procurement, okay? He trying to come in, he trying to get something out of the home, okay? So he's at a disadvantage because he doesn't know. He thinking a child is there, all right? I mean, he's thinking that he's embarked upon an adult there, and he's wanting to confront the adult. But the advantage that the little child has is that the intruder has no clue that this is not an adult that you're dealing with. This is a child that's playing silly games, you know. And all the more that the child being mischievous, you know, by nature, he loses to the advantage of not knowing that, you know. He leveraged the very fact that he didn't have the same mindset as an adult going into the situation. And so he lacked fear, which is good, okay? In a normal circumstance, an adult would be fearful of an intruder, okay? So he had an advantage of not having that fear to interrupt his train of thought, to come up with plausible solutions to the issue at hand. Okay. Welcome. Let me check the comments. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Love from Washington. You cheer me up every time I'm down and ignore the haters. I haven't said this before, and God bless you. Awesome. Wow. That's a blessing. Um, this video is that is such a blessing. This, and I pinned it too. But this video is purpose for people who are having any issues with their um, home situation. Okay, my main concern is to bring comfort to my viewers, and so that comment brought comfort to me to keep on keeping on. Thank you for the likes as well. Okay. And I appreciate that greatly. But what I need to know from my viewers is this: what do you need from me? What do you need from me? I need to know, like he said, let me know that the content is helpful. But I need some specifics as to what you need, what my subscribers need, because I want to make sure that all of my subscribers feel the way that he does. Okay, so in some capacity. So in that regard, it behooves me to intrude a little bit. I gotta intrude into your home. I don't know nothing about you. I'm like the intruder in Home Alone, and I don't know anything about you, so I'm gonna have to intrude a little bit. And it seems as if um, my intrusion is for the purpose of some benefit to me. Okay. Um, in that regard, all um, interactions in commerce are supposed to benefit both people involved, or both individuals involved, or all who are involved. Okay. And so that is the purpose of uh, the um, HUD program and the Section 8 housing program, and any and all other housing programs. That would include Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and all of the like. Okay. Now, those type of organizations that make claims to help people purchase homes are in fact private equity um, organizations designed and crafted to steal from the American people. Let's be clear. And what I mean by steal from the American people is they have crafted their programs and corporations to appear to be assisting the public um, by helping people get homes, housing, and things related to the like. All right. So if you can understand um, that a person where a person lives, your livelihood may be based upon even people who work from home. Your livelihood is based upon where you live. Even people who get jobs, they base it upon, how far or close it is to their home. Okay? So your livelihood is closely related to your home life. Okay? This is the reason why the IRS gives a tax credit for people who operate and have self-employment um, set up in their home, okay? In their homes, where you live, okay? This is why there are so many tax credits associated with homes, okay? And this is why it's so many different businesses that um, offer home loans, okay? And this is why you see a lot of apartment complex arising up everywhere, okay? Because thanks for the likes. Because um, special benefits and funding is available for who are assisting the public with homes, housings, estates, and such. Okay, so we have chosen out of those options to assist the public with building estates. All right. Now we get into the nitty gritty. That was just the prelude of the topic. Okay. 12 minutes, what that, 18 minutes in, I'm just on the prelude. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. The reason why I said that's just the prelude is because um, I tend to um, express things in a way that people are not understanding what's going on. Okay? So, since people are not understanding what's going on, it's best to enter into the topic of discussion with an explanation of what the discussion is actually about, so that there don't be any assumptions that you know what we're talking about, okay? Because if you assumed you knew what we was talking about, that's where you went wrong. Right there. Okay. That's how people go wrong when they go out and they fill out an application to go apply for an apartment complex. Where they went wrong was assuming what is actually happening here. You know, I'm going out and I'm going to fill out an application. I'm going to apply to get an apartment. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So when they do that with the assumption that they know what they're doing, they get into a contract, lease, home mortgage note, promissory note, mortgage loan process, all of this escrow, title, lien, insurance, all this, everything you got yourself into, deposit, checking, background checking for all of these different qualifying factors, okay? Allegedly, alleged qualifying factors. It's only alleged. Um, what I mean by alleged, you assumed that you knew what was going on, and so they let you think that. That's what I mean by alleged. They didn't do like me, try to correct you or help you or understand what's really going on in the picture. They just, because they benefit off of you being a crash dummy, okay? They don't benefit off of you understanding really what's going on in the picture. Now, the good thing about that is that um, that gives you an advantage. Like the dude, that the young fellow that was home alone. That gives you a home alone advantage. Okay. Anybody need help with an eviction? My day is fine and beautiful, Aura. Thank you all. Let me find out, said hi. Let you find out what, baby? What you want to find out? What you will find on this broadcast is an understanding of what's going on in the picture. What's really going on in the picture. What's really going on in the picture is that it's a lot of people needing help. It make me so mad because the only people that be coming to my channel is the wannabe ass gurus. Ooh, I'm finna read some people I feel you. Bitch nigga. The only people that be coming to my channel trying to get information and that's outside watching my video right now is is the fake ass gurus. They get the information from me and then dispensing it to their audience like they done had an epiphany. Everybody having an epiphany. Mansa done had an epiphany and Yusuf done had his epiphany and everybody having epiphanies around this motherfucker. And they don't tell people about me because they don't want people to know where they're getting the like put them to shame and be like, oh, I know where you got this from. That sounds like something Candy is teaching. Boom. So I know what y'all doing. That's why I've been digging up all my old videos. Not all of them. I got too many to dig up all of them. But well, I got too many because I consistently come up with data. Consistently, baby. Man, I got so many videos. I got videos I ain't even been uploaded ever from years ago. Because what would happen, was pushing out so much content, I would overload the system and it would crash on me. And I would upload like 40, 50, 100 videos at a time. What they call, and I don't even think YouTube allow that no more. Bulk uploading. Man, I'm telling you, I'm a beast with this content. You can't fuck with me. I'm a beast. Now, for this, for the purposes of this video, my marketing skills is not important. Neither is um my inventory. What anyone who is patronizing this uh, particular video will be concerned with and should be most concerned with is my ability to dispense knowledge and information specific to your circumstance that can help you. And so I appreciate the compliments, encouragement, all of that. But I need people to participate in a manner that's helpful to you. Okay? Because um, those type of comments don't help me in the way that I'm asking for help. Um, and in that regard, that's the same way that these charity organizations is doing the public. They're claiming to help you, but they're not helping you in a way that you need to be helped. it's like, you know, you're making a comment, but it's irrelevant to the topic. The topic is not about how happy I am. The topic is not about who's hating on me or what I'm doing about it. The topic is about, let's see what the fucking topic is about, because I done got pissed off. I done got pissed off right quick. How you doing? I mean, I don't mind people speaking, but come in the room, you speak, and then boom, give me a question. All right? That's how we need to do this. How was your day? Okay, I understand the cordial comments. But why was it not followed up with a question? Okay? We are only giving answers to a question. So if we're trying to provide answers to questions, if you come in and make a statement, it's like, blah. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? Other than, we speak back, hey, how you doing? How you doing? All right, now we got the preliminaries out of the way. What is your question? What is your question? Let's see, the topic of the video say, if you have a question, I appreciate the love from Washington. And Aura and Plurge, Hypertube, Liam, Julio, Emil Morales. Yes. Hey, Julio. That's somebody right there. Julio, I'm finna make you a moderator. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Let's see who this is. Cardboard. Hypertub. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I said hello. 34, 32 on the clock when I said it, which ain't shit. I'm finna check into you hoes' credibility. Y'all playing with the wrong bitch. Oh, y'all some co-signing ass Motherfuckers. Y'all some co-signers, huh? Co-signers, I see. Y'all, I got my Visine out. Here y'all can see. I got my share, all that. I got all that there. Don't play. Okay. Now, I see right now, it's a lot of people that's following me. Y'all supposed to be leaders, right? Y'all following me because y'all done figured out that y'all process is trash. Okay? Now that you is in a bind and you can't give your thanks for the light and you can't give your constituents no answers after you done got them in a bind. Now you you coming over here hoping you can get some answers. Okay, that's why let me find out it's in the building. Okay, they trying to find out what the hell to do after they done fucked up. All right. Now, I got a video, couple of videos that critique these processes. Now, if you want to listen to that bullshit, you can. Huh. Or you can just watch my bills of exchange videos and learn what you need to learn. Okay? Now, okay, this slid right on out. I don't have no control over that. Okay? That's my live it card. Be about it. That's my be about it card. Say live it. Okay? And those are your numbers right there. 3, 3, 6, 5. Those are your numbers. And the reason why those are your numbers is because 3, that's the remedy. 3, okay? 6 is you on a turnaround, okay? You added your 3 plus 3 and got 6, and they ain't went no further than that, okay? That's you right there at the 6 on a turnaround. It's a bad turnaround because you don't know which way to go. Back to the 3 or up to the or back to the 5. You ain't even thinking about going up, okay? Because you, okay, you're thinking about balance, okay? And that's good. Between the 3 and 5, a 6 between the 3 and 5 is balance. That means you willing to get in proper instructions on the right way to go, okay? And that's why you here. So I understand that it's people here trying to learn to go back to their channels, but they don't mean me any harm, okay? I do understand that. They're trying to correct a fuck up. They fucked up. They done got some people damn near put in jail and shit, and they trying to assess the damages and mitigate the damages, uh, so that they come out on top and not appear to be uh, intentionally scamming people. Uh-oh, that fell right on out. See, that's the Texas card again. I can't make this shit up. I cannot. And I told y'all, when the spirit say something, it ain't gonna say something else until that's bona fide in the spirit first. One of the main places they pillaging is in Texas. Don't nobody want that trash in the mother state. The main place they pillaging is in Texas, where the land is rich in minerals. Okay. Um, People need to be. What this say? Hold on. People need to be. Yeah, that Texas card again. Mm. Industrial is. People need to know what an industrial means. Industry. In this industry. Okay? Industrial mean you got to understand what category you fit in. Okay? And stay there. Stay in your lane. The only reason why you running and coming trying to get answers is because you're not in your lane. You're out of your lane. You know. You got a hotel motel mentality riding in home buyer lane, You got a rental property mentality and you diving off it into purchasing homes and you trying to call yourself instructing people on how to purchase homes and get 9(8) trusts, access 9(8) trusts and all of that. With them bullshit ass passports. They bullshit ass passports because they don't mean nothing. If you don't even know what they mean, what they mean. Y'all tell me what they mean. What they doing with these passports that means something. Uh, what you doing with the passport that means something? It don't mean shit. It do not mean you're not a citizen. If even if you call yourself renouncing your citizenship, they still got a record that you was a citizen. I'm dead. So therefore, all they gonna do is basically pronounce you dead in the record as a citizen. Okay. So for all the people who have renounced citizenship, you can reverse it if you like, so that you can access the benefits of your estate. Because you can't, it's difficult to do both. You cannot renounce your citizenship, then turn around as a citizen. See, you can't do that. You're not a citizen no more. Okay? You cannot then, as that person, goes in and withdraw money from that account. Okay? You also cannot, as that person, or as someone else, go and legitimately, you can access it illegally by fraud, forgery, all of those. That's the same way the corporations are doing, accessing it. You may access your own files by fraud or forgery, but know that it's by fraud and forgery. That part. 9A trust fraud and forgery. It's absolutely fraud and forgery. If in the hell you wasn't born in Pennsylvania, it's fraud and forgery. Okay? Simple facts. You're forging yourself to be somewhere where you've never ever been. That is forgery in the first degree. Many people don't, even when they do that, and they see somebody else put that, ooh, ain't none of these cars jumping out except for that fake ass cord. Ooh, wait. It didn't come out, come out. That mean y'all trying to tuck y'all nature in, but I can see you. Uh-huh. Y'all think if y'all don't say nothing in the comment section, I can't see you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see you. Okay. Now, okay. And that's how y'all coming. See that car right there? Out of all my cars, that's a thick ass motherfucking car. It's the thickest cord you ever did see. It's like an old retarded cord. I'm saying an old retarded cord. People, I was mentally retarded, okay, when I was coming up in school. And we had to have a name plate to keep a track of us in the special education class. Okay, I was in special education for a little while, but I advanced until I was like a vanguard, okay? But the point is, it's like a special education card, right? And that's basically what y'all getting right now, special education. It don't mean that you stupid. It don't mean that you can't learn. This is special education. You're learning how to be leaders. You need to learn how to be a leader if you're going to be a leader. Oh, shoot, look what done jumped out. Okay. We're leaders in the industry, but in fact, simply because we do have the answers. Just the mere fact of you all seeking answers is uh, evidence of that fact. Right? Now, ooh, a lot of cards fell out. Okay, everybody in agreement. Amen. Now, um, the people that's coming to your channel or to your websites or to your business, okay, uh, okay, to your home, they're looking for you to have answers. And you know that because that's why you're here, okay? But what you're not understanding is this. You on a respirator. See that? You on a respirator. And I can't be your respirator. I can't be your respirator. That's not what I do. Okay? That's not what I do. You want a respirator. That's not what the fuck I do. Okay? I don't revive dead horses. Okay? I don't revive dead horses. See that card there? You see that card there? How the it, you can't tell, but some of the words has been worn off of that. Okay, and so it's not legible what was there for that reason. Okay, but in the case of this particular fitness test, um, it's irrelevant to today. So, in that regard, in that regard, um, I'm just looking at this ID. Okay. Um, this is I'm looking at your credibility, okay? And it don't look good. It's like you trying to aid the people who really don't need help anyway. People trying to avoid child support, people trying to get out of responsibility, people who haven't invested nothing to even have nothing in no trust. So I'm not going to be able to help you. I'm not going to be able to help you with that. As I stated, it's not for my That's my authorization card, baby. This is not for mine. I'm authorized across the globe. That's my MasterCard. That's my MasterCard, but it's also the card that say no interest for you. It's a double two-edged sword. Hold on. No. Y'all thought I was going to talk about that 1099, baby. No. I ain't telling y'all that shit. Not subscribing and commenting with the mobile leg ass motherfucking names. Nope. I ain't doing it. Fuck off my channel with that. 58:03:04 on the clock. Back it up. What's this? Now, this broadcast is intended to minister aid to my subscribers who need help. Okay. But let you know I'm BONAFIDE. That's my MasterCard, okay? Off the rip. Now, if you got a house and you dealing with, oh, Jesus, have mercy. I don't even believe in Jesus, man. He made me call on Jesus. I'm trying to help my family, Lord. This is a free checkup, okay? I'm giving free checkups right here. Free family checkup. Okay. For those who think I can't see, let me tell you this. I know you, I see this motel key, okay? Y'all don't think I'm BONAFIDE, okay? But for those of you who are watching that, what happened, hold on. Nah, if you running from hotel to hotel, you should have been the first motherfucker jump in the motherfucking comment section. Are you serious? Do you not even care about yourself? That you didn't have the courage to come in the chat and say, I need help. You too shame just to even send out an SOS so you can get the help you need. I ain't giving you shit. Fuck. I'm gonna have to do you like the lioness do her baby when they sickly in the desert. I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna just that you got just follow the pack until you get enough strength enough to hang on. Just hang on. Because you don't care enough about yourself, speak up and you got an emergency situation. Getting put out of them hotels. Well, you ain't getting put out, but if you can't afford it, that's all the same. And then now you got to try to find a cheap one and not all of that. Nah. And then that's another thing about uh, this arena of performance and um, such. People are talking about everybody's talking about the same thing. Okay. And they all got blanket answers. Blanket. Blanket answer to me is a motherfucking answer that if you go back for any further details, your ass um, will not be uh, satisfied with what the result's gonna be. Because you have gotten all you're gonna get in the blanket. Two cards jumped out. My card, and that's you with the blanket. Okay. Gray area. It's not all the way dark or void. Nah. But you're in the gray area. What I mean by that is you damn near illegal, but not quite. What I mean by illegal is if you got questions as to what you should do next, that is in fact a bona fide evidence of the fact that you had no business teaching in class in the first place or having a trying to sell a process or anything. Real talk. That greed is what drove you to do it. It's greed. What kind of greed? Um, Somebody told you that if you buy my class, you can get your money back. All you have to do is sell your own process. Right? Greedy creature you is. Now, it's some people who got theirs in another wicked way, is that they ain't have no intentions of selling it. They bought your program because on a fuck you note, the mass distribute it. Tell other people, okay? Because they was pissed off that you selling it. So some people, what they'll do is they got a group of people that they'll pitch in together. We're going to buy all of the programs that's out here and compose our own grand process. That's the people with the 9-8 programs and this and that. All they did was bought a bunch of people's shit. Everybody's shit, and then came up with some shit between all the shit. And all of it is bullshit. The reason I say it's bullshit is because if when when your constituents come and ask you, what should I do in the event, you know, that um I get in a position, I lost my job, um and when I lost my job, I I turned to, YouTube to try to get some answers, see if I can make ends meet some type of way through YouTube. And so they came upon these processes or whatever, in as far as trying to get their bills, remedied and satisfied, for themselves. And that is the same way that I came about these processes as well, okay? However, I said that's how I came about these processes. I was already operating in business long before. And, and so, in that regard, a lot of the things that a lot of people run in to try to go get and put together and do, I've already done. It's already established. That's already been done already. Okay. I'm already the CEO of a nonprofit organization. That's an umbrella uh, entity to all of my other estates. I'm BONAFIDE, baby. So what I was learning is what y'all talking about. Okay, when you talk about business and stuff, I'm just trying to learn your language. But baby, I've been running business. That's why these people think that a view is important, because they're in fantasy land. They don't know what's going on. If they're asking for views, subscribers, or, got commercials, that right there is a grand sign that they broke as fuck when they trying to get something. Okay? Single care. That means that process is all about them. It's very singular. Has no benefit to the public. Like these charity organizations that don't benefit nobody, they're all about money. Now they'll talk about like they really care about the people, but if we cared about the people, then what you was for not offering it for free? What was your reason? You said, what's the real reason? You ain't got shit yet. You ain't got a motherfucking thing. You in fantasy land, so-called got remedy. Fantasy land. Liars. Liar, you're alive. You're cheap. If it's wrong, me. Oh, no. You ain't fooling me not one bit. Let me tell you something. Anybody who's wealthy don't give a fuck about putting up a big old pretense that they wealthy. Okay? Because a real wealthy person is much like me. Try to hide the shit, you know. So, all that fancy gear and fancy books and pamphlets and shit, try to pretend that they got it all figured out. Mm. They in there is right back up here trying to figure out some shit. Cause I'm bonafide. Y'all might as well go and subscribe, join the Sam Club, Secret Chambers. Go and subscribe. Go ahead. Go ahead and subscribe. Because you're not going to get this information anywhere else but here. You see that? You see that card right there? You see what it say? Background service. I'm only giving that kind of information in secret chambers. I'm laying the cards down right here. Okay. That's the code right there. If you can read it, follow it. If you can't, subscribe. If you pissed off, unsubscribe. Please. Thank you. Now put a rolling one.